Hi guys, my name is SV Hemant Kumar from Savita Engineering College Mechanical Department. My PowerPoint presentation is about nuclear power plant. The topic which we're going to see today is about introduction to nuclear power plant, nuclear power plant in India, and nuclear reactions, how does a nuclear power plant works, a nuclear waste, and advantages, disadvantages, and the conclusion. Introduction to nuclear power plant. A nuclear power plant is a type of power station that generates electricity using heat from reactions. The reaction takes place in a reactor. Electricity made by a nuclear power plant is called nuclear power. A nuclear power plant uses uranium as fuel. When uranium splits, it gives off a large amount of heat. This splitting of atom is called fission. It is the use of nuclear fission reactions to generate power. Nuclear energy is the world's largest source of emission-free energy. Most efficient power sources per unit area used in 31 countries, approximately in 441 reactors. Nuclear energy in India. Nuclear power is the fourth largest source of electricity in India. As of 2013, India has 7 nuclear power within 21 nuclear reactors, having installed capacity of 5,780 megawatts. By 2020, India's installed nuclear power generators capacity was expected to increase to 20 gigawatts. But the 2020 capacity will not exceed 7 gigawatts as the 2018 operating capacity is 6.2 gigawatts and only one more reactor is expected online before 2020. As of 2018, India stands in 13th in the world in terms of nuclear power capacity. There are 7 states in a country which has a nuclear power station. First states are Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, and 2 in Tamil Nadu. Nuclear reactions. There are two types of reactions, nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission. Heavier nuclei split into two smaller parts in order to become a more stable. In nuclear fission, an unstable atom splits into two smaller pieces that are more efficient process. It also releases a set of neutrons which can then split additional atoms resulting in chain reaction that releases a lot of energy. Nuclear fusion. Lighter nuclei fuses together to form heavier nuclei. Is used for light emitting releases a vast amount of energy. In the fundamental energy producing a star into goal of fusion. Researchers to conform a fusion ion at a high enough temperature and pressure and for a long enough time to fuse. How does a nuclear power plant works? A nuclear power plant works in a similar way as a thermal power plant. The difference between the two is the fuel used and to heat the water in the boiler. Inside a nuclear power station, energy is released by nuclear fission is the core of a reactor. In 1 kg of uranium 235 can produce as much as energy that burns of 4,500 tons of high grade variety of coal or 2,000 tons of oil. Nuclear waste management. Challenges in storage of spent reactors fuel. Waste contain radioactive fission products, can be hazardous for thousands of years. Half-life of Pu-239 is 24,110 years. Fission products is if released can build up in the body and be fatal. Nuclear waste, although most of the times the waste is well sealed inside a huge drums of steel and coat, and sometimes accident can happen and breaks can occur. Advantages: almost zero emissions, very low greenhouse gas emissions. They can be sited almost everywhere, unlike oil, which is mostly important. The plants almost never experience the problem if not from human errors, which almost never happens anywhere because the plants only need like 10 people to operate it. A small amount of matter creates a large amount of energy. A large amount of energy is generated from a single power plant, current nuclear waste in the US. Disadvantages: radiation can put a people in danger. Nuclear waste is dangerous. Nuclear reactors are expensive. Nuclear reactions has a limited lifespan. Uranium is a very rare element. Conclusion: nucleus are a joint family. Both have benefits and problems. They both have their own advantages as well as disadvantages. It is a matter of person's choice and also depends on time and environment. A newly married couples would prefer a nuclear family but can move back with the parents and siblings when parents became parents themselves. Thank you.